Oh my God!
Rumors are swirling that Jay-Z and Beyoncé might soon face a wave of public backlash similar to the kind of scrutiny Diddy has been under recently. But the buzz is that this won't just be about one issue. It's said that they might be held accountable for their alleged role in sabotaging multiple careers throughout the years. According to whispers on the street, people who feel wronged by the power couple are beginning to unite behind the scenes, gathering evidence and piecing together stories of their experiences. Allegedly, some are even preparing to speak out, aiming to shed light on the ways Jay-Z and Beyoncé might have manipulated the industry to maintain their dominance. While nothing official has surfaced yet, the anticipation of a storm brewing around their empire is growing. Many are now wondering if this movement will gain enough momentum to challenge their untouchable status, or if the couple will once again rise above the controversy. The question remains, is this the beginning of a reckoning for Jay-Z and Beyoncé, or will it all fade into whispers? Either way, it's clear that some people are no longer willing to stay silent.
But who I really want to talk to is Blu Cantrell. So this is my public appeal. Blu. The first Blu. Not they daughter Blu. Blu Cantrell. You were singing, fool. And you made a choice to work with someone, and you probably didn't realize how nefarious he was when you got involved with him. I didn't. Blu, it's time to talk. It's time for you to sing again. Because I know you still got...
For those who remember the early 2000s, Blu Cantrell was one of the biggest names in R&B, making waves with her unique voice and undeniable talent. She shared how her journey into the music industry began when she was out with her sister, and a stranger approached her, saying, "You look like a singer as fate would have it." Blu was indeed a singer, and that encounter led her to Red Zone. Her talent was undeniable, and as soon as they heard her sing, they signed her on the spot. Blu's voice was so captivating that multiple record labels started competing to secure her on their rosters. Eventually, she landed a deal with Arista Records, and it seemed like the start of a promising career. But here's where things took a surprising turn, despite her growing success and the buzz.
Got the chops. You got the gift. Just like me. Jay-Z worked very hard to erase you and me. Just like he did L. Just like he did his relationship with R. Kelly. Just like he did his relationship with Aaliyah. Blu, it's time to talk.
Around her talent in 2004, Arista Records mysteriously forgot to renew her contract. It's baffling how a label could overlook such an incredible artist at the peak of her career. Around this time, Blu also began to realize that her earnings from the label were far less than what she deserved. In a candid interview with You Know I Got Soul, she reflected on this chapter of her career, expressing her wish that she had someone guiding her through the complexities of the industry. Blu's story is a reminder of how even the most talented artists can find themselves navigating challenges in a world driven by business and politics. Reflecting on her experiences in the industry, Blu Cantrell opened up about the lack of guidance that ultimately led to her downfall. She admitted, "I wish I had someone to guide me through the process back then." Blu revealed that she made the critical mistake of trusting a lawyer who, unbeknownst to her, was actually representing the interests of the record label, a clear conflict of interest. This betrayal meant that those who should have been advocating for her were instead working against her, conspiring to take what rightfully belonged to her. "Nobody knows the whole truth but me and them," she stated, emphasizing how deeply she felt manipulated and taken advantage of by those in power. Despite her immense talent, you would think that other record labels would have eagerly scooped her up, right? But that wasn't the case. The plot thickens when you consider the rumors of Hollywood's most influential couple, Beyoncé and Jay-Z, allegedly using their clout to blacklist and blackball Blu Cantrell from the industry. All whispers in the entertainment world suggest that they may have actively worked to prevent her from signing with any other label, effectively shutting down her career before it could truly take off. It's a harsh reminder of how the politics of fame and power can overshadow pure talent, leaving even the brightest stars struggling to find their place in an industry that often plays by its own ruthless rules. Blu Cantrell's journey in the music industry seemed to take a mysterious turn when she suddenly disappeared from the public eye. The last significant news about her surfaced in 2012, when reports indicated that Blu was taken to a hospital for a psychological evaluation in Santa Monica. The incident unfolded after a passerby noticed her screaming in the street about being exposed to poisonous gas. Her distress continued for some time, prompting someone to call the police. This public breakdown led many to question what had really happened to Blu, and whether her struggles were somehow linked to the turmoil in her career. Rumors have long circulated that Blu Cantrell's sudden fall from grace might have been influenced by an alleged feud with none other than Beyoncé. Speculation suggests that Jay-Z's interest in Blu might have been the catalyst for this tension, with whispers hinting at a romantic connection between Jay-Z and Blu Cantrell. While the rumors swirled, Blu consistently denied any romantic involvement with Jay-Z when questioned. In a candid moment with Wendy Williams, however, she did confess to having a major crush on him. Despite her denials, the damage to her career was undeniable. Some believe that the power couple, Beyoncé and Jay-Z, used their influence to blacklist her, effectively ending her career in the industry. Blu's story is often seen as a cautionary tale of how the entertainment world can turn on even the most talented artists, leaving them to fend for themselves against powerful forces beyond their control.
I think so. I think they're in love. I think they're in love. Politics. No, I really do think they're in love. I have a big crush on him now. I'll tell you that much. Did you still have a crush on him? No, I didn't. No, I'm really selective about it. What? Really. I really like him though. And I don't care who he's dating. I always had a crush on him though.
If we came in right now, we were all not here.
There's an intriguing layer to Blu Cantrell's story that has kept fans speculating for years. In an interview, she mentioned that if she ever met Jay-Z under the right circumstances, she wouldn't turn him down. This comment fueled whispers that perhaps Jay-Z did indeed approach her, and the two might have had a romantic connection. Allegedly, Jay-Z was so infatuated with Blu Cantrell that he even persuaded Beyoncé to name their first child Blu. Rumors also suggest that Jay-Z's long-standing affinity for the color blue might have been inspired by his feelings for the singer. Blu Cantrell wasn't known to be one of those artists who could easily be controlled or molded by the industry.
What? I'm just saying, you're in New York.
Yeah, okay. And what
You ran into him and everything was right. Would you make that play?
I wouldn't turn it down. Let's just put it that way. But you can't just go around just, sleeping with God.
She was fiercely independent, always clear about her vision, and unwilling to compromise for artistry. In contrast, some argue that Beyoncé's rise in the music world was marked by a more strategic and adaptable approach, one that was closely managed. Around the time Blu and Beyoncé's solo careers were both gaining momentum, there was natural competition between the two, with each artist carving out their place in R&B. However, those who follow the Carters say that when it comes to Jay-Z and Beyoncé, competition is often met with tactics to maintain dominance. It's been suggested that this rivalry, combined with Jay-Z's rumored affection for Blu, might have played a role in the alleged efforts to blackball her from the industry. Blu's unwavering spirit and refusal to be silenced might have made her a threat to the carefully constructed image of the power couple, ultimately leading to her being pushed out of the spotlight. It's often said that anyone who posed a threat to Beyoncé's rise as a solo artist was swiftly sidelined to ensure she remained at the top. Blu Cantrell wasn't the only one who found herself facing challenges. Take Amory, for example. Rumors have long circulated that Beyoncé allegedly appropriated Amory's signature go-go sound. This happened after producer Rich Harrison, who had been crafting songs for Amory, was brought on to work with Beyoncé. Suddenly, Beyoncé's music began to take on a similar vibe, raising eyebrows across the industry. People often point to Beyoncé's early solo work as evidence of this shift. Her first single, Work It Out, which was intended to showcase her unique sound, had a completely different style compared to her later hits. The song didn't perform as well as expected, struggling to make a mark on the charts. But everything changed when she began releasing tracks that echoed the sound Amory was known for, songs like Crazy in Love, which catapulted her to massive success. The similarity in their styles led many to believe that Beyoncé's success was partly built on the creative groundwork laid by Amory. This pattern of sidelining competition to dominate the spotlight is often discussed in relation to the Carters. The theory suggests that for Beyoncé to fully command the limelight, any rival talent was either overshadowed or had their unique elements repurposed. While these claims remain part of the industry's whispered secrets, they add another layer to the conversation about how power and influence shape the careers of artists in ways that aren't always visible to the public.
Said she was the original Beyonce. Beyonce stole her skis. Oh, you think so? Look at Crazy in Love video and look at A. Marie. Fall in Love.
I found something on Twitter. A-Marie drops her debut album, All I Have, in 2002. Her sole producer is Rich Harrison. He gives her signature sound vocals. Beyonce's a fan. She tracks Rich Harrison down. He gives her Crazy in Love.
Tierra Mari's story adds another layer to the narrative of how the Carters may have influenced the careers of other artists. She has also hinted that her rise in the music industry was sabotaged by their influence. According to an excerpt from LA, Reid's memoir, Sing to Me My Story of Making Music, Finding Magic and Searching for Who's Next when he first met Rihanna, he wasn't even sure who she was. He recalled seeing her in the hallway and not knowing if she was a singer, but Jay-Z had already heard her voice and was eager for her to be signed LA.
Uses the same formula he used for A-Marie. A-Marie drops her sophomore album, Touch. Lead single's One Thing, which bears a striking resemblance to Crazy in Love. It's A-Marie trying to reclaim a sound that was hers in the first place, but B has already hit the stratosphere. Damn. The honest question is this, though. If A-Marie did Crazy in Love, would it be as big of a...
Reid wrote that after they signed Rihanna, Jay-Z and his team handled the AR for her debut album, with Reid himself having little involvement in that process. Interestingly, during that time, Def Jam signed both Rihanna and Tierra Mari, with many believing that Tierra would be the breakout star. Reid admitted that the label initially put more time, effort, and resources into developing Tierra's career, even though Rihanna's Pon de Replay was already making waves on the charts. Things took a turn when Beyoncé reportedly advised LA, Reid and the label to focus more on Rihanna rather than Tierra Mari. The alleged reason behind this shift in focus was that Beyoncé viewed Tierra as a more significant threat to her own career than Rihanna. Following Beyoncé's suggestion, the label's energy and support shifted dramatically toward Rihanna, leading to her meteoric rise. This left Tierra Mari struggling to gain the same level of attention and success. Allegedly, it was Beyoncé's influence that redirected the label's priorities, sealing Rihanna's fate as a superstar and leaving Tierra in the shadows. This account feeds into the idea that the Carters played a strategic role in shaping the landscape of the music industry to secure Beyoncé's dominance.
I signed Rihanna, and we had a showcase. And at the showcase, there were two artists performing. Her name is Tierra Mari, and she's a really sweet girl. And the truth is, I was paying a little more attention to her than I was to Rihanna. After the showcase, you know, Beyonce just gave me one of those looks, and he said, that Rihanna girl, she's a beast. And she looked away, right? And I was like, so I did a Rihanna double take.
The story of Rihanna is another chapter in the long list of artists allegedly targeted by Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Initially, it seemed that Beyoncé didn't view Rihanna as a significant threat to her career, but that perception changed over time. Not only did Rihanna become a powerful force in the music industry, but rumors also hinted that she might have posed a threat to Beyoncé's marriage to Jay-Z. Over the years, there have been claims that the Carters tried to stifle Rihanna's success. But the most shocking twist in this saga is the rumored connection between them and the events involving Chris Brown. The night before the 2009 Grammy Awards. Rihanna and Chris Brown were in a Lamborghini when a heated argument broke out. Allegedly, Rihanna confronted Chris about cheating on her with another woman, which quickly escalated into a physical altercation. According to Chris Brown's account, Rihanna grabbed his crotch while attempting to snatch his phone, leading him to bite her in retaliation. The altercation spiraled out of control, and Rihanna ended up with visible injuries to her face, leading her to scream for help. This incident resulted in Chris being,
You know, but it wasn't as though I didn't believe in Rihanna. I love that girl, right? But I paid a little more attention when Beyonce said that to me. Yeah.
sentenced to 5 years of probation, a year of domestic violence counseling, and 6 months of community service. However, there were further rumors that the fight wasn't just about infidelity. Some sources speculated that Chris's anger was fueled by the belief that Rihanna had given him a sexually transmitted infection, which she allegedly contracted from an affair with Jay-Z, where she sings about her experiences with different zodiac signs. Notably, she mentions, "I was in love with a Sagittarius, I've been burnt by a Pisces." Jay-Z is a Sagittarius, while Blu is a Pisces, adding layers to the perceived rivalry. During their peak, Blu truly had little chance against the formidable duo, but recent reports suggest that tides may be shifting. Sources indicate that Blu Cantrell is preparing to reveal her side of the story, and it's anticipated to be explosive. As whispers circulate about the potential fallout from Jay-Z and Beyoncé's past actions, especially regarding their alleged career sabotage, many expect a long list of artists who have been negatively impacted by their dominance. Currently, this power couple is already facing scrutiny, especially with ongoing reports linking them to legal battles stemming from the Diddy situation. Fans and critics alike are urging them to brace for the inevitable revelations that could come to light. In the comments section, let me know your thoughts on the treatment of artists like Blu Cantrell, and share any other names you think should be included in this expose about the alleged sabotage orchestrated by Beyoncé and Jay-Z.